How's it going, everyone? Tyson Gaming here. Welcome to the first episode of my Pokemon Sapphire randomized Nuzlocke. Now, this isn't going to be an extreme randomized Nuzlocke like I had in Platinum and Fire Red. However, it does have a special rule attached to it, and that is simply, if I don't upload, I lose. And the main reason why I added that rule, like I described in yesterday's video, is pretty much since I graduated from college and when I moved later last year, my consistency for uploads have just considerably gone downhill. Like, I stopped bulk recording, I just haven't really uploaded as much as I used to, and this series is going to hopefully take my competitive nature and hopefully get me back on track to my consistent upload schedule. Which, in case you guys don't know, it is usually every Tuesday and Thursday for my Pokemon stuff, so all my Nuzlocke series, and then sometime over the weekend, usually Saturday, for my Dragon Ball stuff. And I really want to get back into the full swing of things, especially since I am trying to make the big push to 300 subscribers, and then eventually make the big push to 1,000. So hopefully this series will help me get back on track. Because again, if I do not upload this series on the respective days, which is every Tuesday and Thursday, even if I miss a single upload, barring some exceptions, whether I get sick or my computer doesn't want to work with me, but barring that, if I don't upload, I lose. I have to re-randomize and start all the way from the beginning of the game again. Like, I could literally be walking, like getting ready to go into Evergrande City to take on the League. If I don't upload that video, I lose right then and there. But yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully I just, stay on track like I normally do, or should I say normally should. And this will be a nice, just effortless series. And the only way I should lose is if I run into, like, say, a Groudon or something, which would be very problematic. But anyways, if you guys are excited for this series, let me know by hitting the like button. And of course, subscribe if you haven't already, because like I just mentioned, I'm trying to hit 300 subscribers by the end of June, and your subscription would be greatly appreciated. And comment down below if you think I'll make it the entire series without missing a single upload, or make a prediction when you think I'll actually fail this challenge. Which, again, I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure I upload every single Tuesday and Thursday. I might extend this challenge to my Dragon Ball stuff as well, so I can consistently upload that as well. Because obviously we have the 4th Festival of Universe going on right now, which is going to be ending sooner rather than later. So we imagine that another DLC of Universe 2 will be coming sooner rather than later. So I might extend this challenge out to that as well. We'll have to wait and see. But at least for the time being, the challenge will be just for my Sapphire series. But yeah, let's hope and pray that I don't miss a single upload, because again, I do not like losing. Sorry, have a little tickle in my throat. Anyways, let's kind of speed up through this all and get to one of my favorite parts of doing a Nuzlocke, seeing what my starters are. Now obviously with this, all the Pokemon will have their normal typings, normal evolutions, and normal movesets. So that's going to be all hunky-dory and fun. So I'm hoping we get something good as a starter. Now, what would be like the #1 starter that I would want? I kind of want a Salamence. I never get to use Salamence at all. Like, out of all those pseudo-legendaries I have access to while doing these Nuzlocks, Salamence is actually the one I probably use the least. Him and Hydreigon are like the 2 ones I never get to use. In pretty much every series, I always see Dragonite. I see Garchomp a fair bit whenever I do Gen 4. I never see Tyranitar either, but I don't think I would want Tyranitar in a Gen 3. I mean, I might, but who knows. Anyways, yep, Professor's getting chased by a rabid dog, so that's fantastic. Let's head on over, see what we got here. Alright, if you made it this far into the video, comment down below your predictions for my starters. I gave a bit of time, let's see what we got here. We got a Huntail. Okay, Water Dark, not great at all, because Huntail is a physical attacker, and both Dark and Water are special in this generation. Clefable, it's not Fairy type yet, but I mean, it is bulky. It's bulky, has access to Sing, so this might be good for leech catching Pokemon. Oh boy, so in other words, yeah, the first two Pokemon, not good at all. Like, okay, third Pokemon, please be at least something good. Something that can take hits, deal damage, so I don't have to worry. Combuskin. It's Natsu, okay. In case you guys didn't see my second ever Nuzlocke in Leaf Green, I actually had a Combuskin. That was my starter, and I had it the entire time, so... Combuskin might be actually pretty solid. I mean, it's a second stage evolution. It's fire fighting. Okay. Yeah, Combuskin's definitely not the worst. Surprisingly, Combuskin, despite not being fully evolved, is definitely not the worst starter here. The only issue is, obviously, is I won't see Blaziken until... I'm trying to think of the level curve in this game. I won't see Combuskin until... not Combuskin, I won't see Blaziken until like the 5th or 6th gym. So getting a fully evolved Pokemon might be the best strat here. Again, I know Clefable is definitely not the best Pokemon by any means of the word, but it at least has access to Sing and whatnot, so it can help me catch Pokemon. Do I do Clefable or do I do Natsu? Because again, Huntail, definitely not one of my favorite Pokemon at all. He's out of the running, so it's going to be between Natsu and Clefable. I guess, again, I know it's kind of dumb not to take a fully evolved Pokemon, but just for mentality or memorabilia sake, or what's the word? It's like when you're nostalgic. There it is, that's the word. Nostalgia. For nostalgia takes, I will take Combuskin. I will take my second ever Nuzlocke starter. Oh, and it already has Ember. Yo, we're kind of good already. Yeah, again, it's kind of crazy that I'm not taking a fully evolved Pokemon. Probably would have been smarter to take the Clefable, but you know, we take those. We take those most definitely. Yes, and we will, of course, nickname him Natsu. Welcome back, old friend. Okay, let's go see May. And first things first, let's see what its ability is, because obviously all the abilities are randomized. And as a little bit added twist, I did have my starters hold a randomized item. Now this could be a very good or very bad thing, because if the held item is a Pokeball of any kind, the Nuzlocke challenge officially starts. Otherwise, obviously, until I get my first set of Pokeballs, which after I beat May, the Nuzlocke challenge doesn't start until then. Plus, oh great, you have one of the worst abilities in the entire game, Natsu. Why? You know, I was kind of hoping he would have had his ability had in Leaf Green, which was Hustle, which was great because it boosted his attack. But that kind of sucks he has Plus, because Plus is a doubles ability. And I'm pretty sure it boosts special attack, which I mean Combuskin can do. And you have a potion. Okay, I'll take that. Okay, we have a decent items. We have healing. But definitely not a good ability. So in other words, I'm just relying on a normal, pure, plain Jane Combuskin. Which, yeah, is not good at all. Okay, now I have to think. Because now May's going to have either Clefable or Huntail. And I'm trying to remember what Pokemon Combuskin was normally under. I think it was over normally where Trico is. Yeah, because Mudkip is the center one. Yeah, Torchic is on the right, so she should have Clefable and not Huntail. At least I'm praying that she does. Otherwise, I'm going to be here for quite a while. Because again, I don't know what Huntail's starting moveset is, but if it has any type of water type move, then I'm going to be kind of boned. I'm also kind of taking a peek to see what other Pokemon I can get here. A Drizzle Glalie, that's actually not bad for him. Also want to grind up this a little tad bit, get to level 7 at least. Okay, cool, level 7, cool. Just so I have a bit more power, because again, I am only a second stage evolution going up against 2 fully evolved Pokemon potentially. Again, based on where the starters were, I don't think she'll have Huntail. I think she'll have Clefable. Which, I mean, Clefable is not the most difficult Pokemon in the world to deal with, but the main issue with Clefable is that it is a bit bulky. Granted, it doesn't have its fairy typing yet, but also I don't have any fighting type moves. But I mean, bonus, I do have 2 potions, which is definitely gonna increase my chances here. Alright, hi May, how you doing? Okay, she does have a Clefable. Okay, cool. Let's see here. Yeah, attack and special attack are the exact same, so it'd be smarter to go for Embers. Ember is a bit stronger of a move, plus it is Stab. Oh, and has Minimize. Oh, we're gonna be here for a hot minute. We are gonna be here for a hot minute, and it has Sing. I probably should have chosen Clefable. Wait, it has Metronome too? Oh, this is scary. Oh, we got a crit, nice. Okay, cool. Okay, fantastic, awesome. The minimizes didn't play an effect, but that could have gone badly, like greatly. Like if she would have got like metronomed into like explosion or something. I mean that's like the big thing with Clefable. It is bulky, like so like on its own it can't do much, but it has a lot of tools where it'll just be incredibly annoying. Yeah, but seeing what I have for my ability and what moves Clefable has right from the get-go kinda makes me regret not grabbing Clefable. Because again, having access to status early game, especially when in case you need to catch like powerful randomized Pokemon, may it be pseudo-legendaries or legendaries, having Sing will always be very, very good, because even though it's like, what, 55% accurate, if you hit the Sing and a Pokemon's asleep, it greatly increases your chance of catching it. Yeah, so let's just beat through this. We have the Pokeballs. Nice, we have Exit. Now, the Nuzlocke has officially begun. Cool. Get the running shoes as well. I'm rambling again, that's fantastic. But yeah, like I was saying, like, having access to Sing early game may be in the form of that. I can at least, you know, put Pokemon to sleep and pretend to try to catch them. Alright, how many Pokeballs do I start off with? It's 5, right? Yeah, it's 5. So let me try to head over to Oldale Town without getting any encounters and try to buy more Pokeballs. Never mind, we're going to get our first encounter first, which is a Ninetales. I'm not mad. Ninetales is a pretty solid Pokemon. Never mind, I didn't get the Ninetales. I accidentally killed it. Nice. Good job, me. I killed my first encounter. That is fantastic. I mean, with me having Combusken already, I don't think I would have wanted the Ninetales, but it would have been, you know, nice to have. Alright, we have 4 potions and a good bit of Pokeballs. Now let's actually go up to the route north of here and try to get an actual encounter on Route 103. Please let it be an actually good catchable Pokemon and a typing Miltank. This is definitely an underrated Pokemon, but for all my Gen 2 fans, this is definitely Vietnam flashback stuff right here. This is a pretty solid Pokemon, so I'm really hoping I can catch it. Cool, we got it. First encounter, or the first catch of the Nuzlocke, Miltank. Again, definitely not the best Pokemon in the world, but depending on who you ask, especially since I'm naming it the way I am, so if you know, you know, definitely think it is broken. Whitney, where is... Alright, Whitney, what is your ability? Oh, you also have a held item, but you have Moo Moo Milk, right? Synchronize. Not the worst ability in the world, because like if a Pokemon tries to poison me, I'll poison a Pokemon, so pretty decent. And yeah, you have Moo Moo Milk already, which is good. So I have a Panic full heal. Nice, nice. I'm not mad about that. And especially Miltank, I never ever have used Miltank before in any of my playthroughs, both in Nuzlocke form and as a kid. So this is pretty exciting. I will take the Moo Moo Milk from it right away, just so I have it. Alright, now let's head on over, get our third encounter on Route 102 here. Alright, please something good and catchable. Ooh, a Totodile. We can get a future Feraligatr, which I am okay with. The only issue is obviously Totodile is a starter, and starters have low catch rates. Like, not legendary low catch rates, but definitely not the highest thing in the world. Okay, I will waste 2 more Pokeballs on the Totodile, and then I will move on. And this is your last chance. Actually, I'll give you 1 more. Okay, then yeah, no. Sorry, Totodile. I mean, again, I would have loved to have it, but since this is early game and I don't have any more money, and I still have quite a few encounters coming up before the first gym, I have to pick and choose. Again, would I have loved the Totodile? Yes, absolutely, because I love Totodile, I love Feraligatr. But again, it would still be a long while before it becomes useful, because I would have a Croconaw first, and then again, I wouldn't see Feraligatr until like the 5th or 6th gym. So it'd be a long while until I would get actually use out of it. Plus again, I love Feraligatr, but definitely not the best water type. Like this right here is definitely the better water type starter between Squirtle and Totodile. In this generation, at least. In modern generations, I would definitely argue Feraligatr is a bit better in Blastoise, but obviously with water being special in this generation, Feraligatr would not have a useful stab move. Cool, we got level 10. Next up is a Pelipper, which will probably have Water Gun already. Oh boy. I'm gonna have to speed up on a bit, otherwise I'll speed up into, okay. Scratch. Whew. Yeah, I have to be really careful, because right now, Natsu's the only thing keeping my run alive. Because it'll be a little while before Whitney can start to be used. Okay. I'll skip you for now. I will... Actually, I won't skip you, but I will go down and get that item there. Go for an Ember. The good thing is, all the training I'm getting right now, but Natsu will definitely be ready for the first gym. It's also getting bad, because he's going to be much stronger than all the Pokemon I can catch right here. What would I want? Lucky Egg. Frostberry, that's not bad. I'll at least be able to heal myself from burn, which will be useful for Miltank. Did I get any more money? I have 400 bucks, which I think I can use that to buy 2 more Pokeballs. Yeah, because Pokeballs are 200, right? Yep. I get $8 to my name, and I'm going strong. Alrighty. Alright, now we gotta do the catching tutorial, which, by the way, future editing me, can you cut out the catching tutorial? Because no one needs to see Wally, try to catch Ralts and everything, so... Yeah, I'll be right back. And we are back. Catching tutorial went as one would expect. Wally got his Ralts, and we are on our way towards Rustboro City. Alright, Route 104, which, if I remember correctly, is the same route before and after the Petalburg Woods. So let's head on in, see what we can get here. I'm just trying to think if I should bring on Miltank first, and we have a Feebas. Oh, a Feebas with Drizzle, which would normally be really, really good if Feebas was already a Milotech, which I don't even know how to evolve Feebas into Milotech, because I know for Magikarp, which is like Feebas is like quote unquote brother and everything, I know Gyarados is like in the early 20s, but how does one actually evolve a Feebas, which I don't know. Let me quickly do some R&D. Oh. Okay, it evolves two ways with beauty points, which I can't do until I get to the contests, or with a prism scale, which I also don't have. So in other words, this Feebas is completely useless to me. That is fantastic. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm not gonna even waste my time with this thing. Again, like if it was a Milotech right from the get-go, it would have been so. Look, I've gotten this as my encounter. I mean, I definitely would not have been able to catch it, but at least a Beldum is much, much better than a Feebas. His Feebas has the exact same stats that Magikarp does. And obviously, I mean, Beldum would take forever to evolve it all the way into a Metang and then to a Metagross. But at least stat-wise, it would have been much better than a Feebas, so. Oh boy. Okay then. All my encounters are going great so far. Alright, this is one of my last few encounters for this episode, and... Oh, wait a minute, Slack Off? I know this dupes up my typings, but again, this is going to be a future Slacking without Truant, and it has Trace. So this is actually really, really good. And it has Yawn, so I can use it to catch Pokemon. Yo, this is actually really, really good. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do everything in my power to catch this thing. Okay, let's swap over to Natsu, and then start chucking Pokeballs at it. Yeah, this right here is definitely the best Pokemon I'm going to have so far outside of probably Natsu. 3. Yes. Okay, obviously Trace isn't the best thing in the world, but again, this is going to be a future Slacking without Truant. This is going to be a monster when it fully evolves. Let me think here. I'm trying to remember when, like, what level Slack Off evolves and everything. And I actually do have to really think about this one because I haven't used Slack Off that much. Because I'm pretty sure in all of my runs, I actually fully evolved a Slack Off like maybe once or twice. Like, I know right now it's decently powerful. Once I evolve it into a Vigoroth, then it can hold its own. But I'm trying to remember when it evolves. I'm pretty sure it evolves into Vigoroth in the between 20 and level 20 and level 30 somewhere. And then Slacking is like around level 40, I think. So this will be another Pokemon where it'll be in its base state for a while, but either way, I don't care. This is a future Slacking. Not to mention, it also gives me access to sleep. So I have my status I've been wanting. Okay, this is actually pretty good. Now I'm actually really glad I didn't take Clefable because now I would have 3 normal types. This is going great, actually. Because, I mean, like, my only duds I've had so far is Natsu not having a good ability, and then my first and... what was it? My first and third encounters not being the greatest. Yeah, my first, third, and fourth encounter not being that great. I mean, my fifth counter, obviously being king here, fantastic. And yeah, we're definitely going to be switch training him up as much as I can. Yeah, we're looking pretty good so far. All right, and then I think before we get to go battle, what's her name, Roxanne, there's two more encounters because once I get past Petalburg Woods, that's the same route in 104, so I can't do that one. But then there's 105. It's either 105 or 111, depending. I don't know what the route number is. It's the one that goes to the Venenturf Tunnel. But then there's also the Venenturf Tunnel itself, so I have two encounters before I have to take on the first gym. Which is pretty solid. And Encore. Yeah, having a Slack Off without Trant is so good. Celio, okay. Oh no, I don't think... Oh, and it has Water Gun? Okay, I have to be careful here. Alright, cool. Alright, good, we made it through, nice. I definitely have to stop using Speed Up so much. We do have $1,400 more, so that's great. That's actually fantastic. Let's heal on up again and then head on into the Petalburg Woods. So I was shocked when I got frozen. Like, what is it? It's still like, what, 10% to get a freeze? Because I know in Gen 5, it's like a 10% to get frozen and like another 10% to unthaw right away. Especially if you're not using a fire-type move. So I think the only reason why I was able to thaw out as fast as I did is because I had Ember. Which is definitely good. Alright, I'm gonna head over this way to get my items here. Master Ball. Deep Sea Tooth, which will go, funny enough, make Clamperl evolve into a Hunt Tail. Which I'm not going to use at all. And then Master Ball. Revive, which is completely useless because I'm doing a Nuzlocke, but it does give me access to even more money. So I will definitely take all that. I will take the Oron Berries as well. I will hang on to them and then give one to Natsu when I go into the gym. And then use the second one to plant more Oron Berries. Because, I mean, hey, Oron Berries are definitely not as good as Citrus, but 10 extra health points are just 10 extra health points. Alright, and then this should be a good opportunity to train up King. Dragonair. Okay, I know my randomizer, I did disable no game-breaking moves, which disables early Dragon Rage and early Sonic Boom, but I definitely want to be careful here. Okay, good. And then Kingler, yep. Stantler, that's fine. Go back into King. Yeah, Slack Off is so good. It's like, obviously he's not as powerful as Slaking or anything, or even Vigoroth, but he's still amazing. And we'll just let Natsu finish off everything. Yeah, this is shaping up to be pretty good already. I mean, I have a dupes typing with Miltank and King. Unfortunately, with me having Slaking now, Miltank is going to be taking a back seat, because obviously, again, I would rather have a... You know what's funny? I should have named No, he's not Slaking yet, so I can't name him Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I could have named him Daima Goku or something, but he's not a Super Saiyan 4 yet. He's obviously Slaking, so I can't really do that. Anyways, let's do a little bit longer of an episode today, because I know we're already heading towards the 30-minute mark of my recording. And I tend to want to keep my videos around the 30-minute mark when it comes to my Nuzlocks. But since this is the first episode, I want to make it a little bit longer here. Alright, let's take care of the team Aqua Grunts. Alrighty, what do you got for me, Chief? Do 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 do. You have a Butterfree, which has the ability Synchronize. That's funny. Alright, go for a Scratch, goes for Confusion, which actually does pretty solid damage, so I will go right into Natsu and then just fry it. Yeah, because I don't think Slack Off would have been able to win the 1v1. Alright, let's keep her moving. And a good thing is, let me actually go back and heal first, because my Pokemon did get tagged up just a little bit. Now the good thing is that I have to remember is we get a TM right as we exit the forest, and then there are a ton of hidden items over by the flower shop. So that will be definitely very, very good. I'm hoping one of those items, like the biggest thing I could really ask for in this stage of the game, like obviously Master Ball would be my #1 pick, but honestly I kind of want a Lucky Egg. And that's mainly because I have 2 Pokemon that evolve decently late. Evolve decently late, and I definitely want to get them up to par as soon as I can. I'm already level 8 with Slack Off. Again, I don't remember when it evolved into a Vigoroth. I know it's probably not going to be for a while yet, but I mean, at least once it becomes a Vigoroth, then it can really pretty much handle whatever is in front of it. Because Vigoroth, again, while it's not as powerful as Slaking, it's definitely still extremely powerful. Max Elixir, which will be useful for later. Alright, and then I'm going to use my last potion, which I definitely will have to buy more once I get to Rustboro City. Okay, give me my TM-T09, which normally is Bullet Seed, but now it is Icicle Spear, which is Ice-type Bullet Seed, so that's kind of funny. Cool. Give me 2 more Oran Berries, and I will then plant another one to grab to get more later. Alright, so here's where we have a ton of items, both one we can see, okay, Leaf Stone will be useful for later, and then a couple decent hidden items. Lemonade, perfect, get another full heal. Okay, there should be at least 2 more hidden items here. Ooh, Soft Sand, okay, good. I'll always take a power boosting item. Hello, Feebas. You know, part of me actually kind of wishes I would have caught the Feebas, but again, it would not have been useful until it evolved into a Milotech, which again, if I read it correctly, evolving into a Milotech is kind of painful. Like, I legitimately could not even start to work it to be in a Milotech until I get to the contests, which, I'm trying to remember where the Pokeblock case is in this game. Because that's the way you'd be able to do it to raise its quote-unquote beauty points. Is it in Slateport City? No, it's in, not Lava Ridge Town, it's, Fall Arbor Town, which would be quite a whiles away, so yeah, it definitely would not have been worth to catch the Feebas. Because, I mean, it would have been decent for the future, but it would have been so painful to try to get that thing to evolve in a decent, timely manner. It would have been just not worth. Yeah, not worth at all, unfortunately. Because again, don't get me wrong, Milotic is definitely a very good Pokemon. Like, it's decently bulky and can hit pretty hard, but again, just for the work, especially in a Nuzlocke setting, just would not have been worth. But anyways, let me get this item here first. Master Ball. Another revive. Cool, cool, cool. Oh yeah, I can go sell some revives and get my more Pokeballs, but first things first, we gotta catch a Taillow. Which I'm okay with. It's another normal type, which kind of sucks, but Taillow is a pretty solid Pokemon, all things around. Taillow is a very solid Pokemon, so I will take it. I have now access to a flying type, which is definitely very good. And a future Swellow, which kind of sucks because obviously it won't have its Guts ability like it normally would be. We have Inner Focus. Okay, that's not terrible. Yeah, let me quickly sell my revives. Where are they? There they are. And we'll buy a few more potions. 2 more potions, and then I'll be able to buy 5 more Pokeballs. Cool, cool. And then we'll head on over to Venonturf Tunnel, catch the last encounter, and then we'll end the first episode there. And then next episode, we'll start off with some grinding, and then go into the first gym. Cool, level 10 Slack Off, which is definitely good. Celebi will swap into Natsu for him just to one-shot with Ember. Oh wait, I'm dumb. Oh, thank God I did not go for Confusion again, because I would have lost Natsu right there. Oh, I was not paying attention. Which is my biggest qualm with me using the speed up button so much, is it just gives me tunnel vision. Yeah, because if that Celebi would have used another Confusion on Natsu, he would have been gone right there. Oh boy. Okay. That was incredibly scary. So thankfully I went for Heal Bell and not Confusion. Thank you, Celebi, for taking some mercy on me. Yeah, that was incredibly bad and also incredibly dumb of me to do. Surskit. Yeah, I think... I think I definitely would prefer the Shiftry, but who knows. Energy Root, another full heal. I will definitely take that. Perfect, perfect. Alright, let's head on into Venonturf. Oh, it's Rustturf Tunnel, that's right. Because it connects Rustboro and Venonturf Town, that's why. Okay. I always call it... Did I always call it? Yeah, I always call it Venonturf Tunnel. Which means it's technically half, right? Spell tag, what is that? Ghost type boosting? It does, okay. So I have 2 power boosting items. But anyways, let's get our encounter here. Let it be like a fully evolved... the Duskull. Which means it is a ghost type, so I'd be able to take advantage of my, of the spell tag I just got. But I'm pretty sure its only ghost type move is Nightshade, which, I mean, it's bad, because Nightshade is at least fixed damage, which would be good for sniping a couple kills, plus it'll be pretty decent for catching Pokemon at the very least. So you know what, I'll take it. And I never really get to use Dusknoir, oh wait, Dusknoir's not in this game. I never get to use like this evolutionary line at all. I never used Duskull, I never used Dusclops, and I've never used Dusknoir. And it looks like I never will. Okay, and we'll go back into King. And then yawn it again. I'm kind of fine wasting all my Pokeballs on this because I won't get any more encounters until I head over to Dewford Town. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, we got a Duskull, which has... Oh, thank God. I had to freeze up there because of Regice, you know, because haha, Ice type. But at the same time, running into a Reggie, especially in the early game, is the scariest thing in the world. Because I'm pretty sure at the level that Regice was at, the only move it has is Explosion, which will guarantee it kills something. Because Explosion is the scariest move in this entire game. Oh, but wait, I have access to 2 Ghost types, which, wait, can Ghost types? I imagine Ghost types are unaffected by Explosion and Self-Destruct, right? I know they are in modern generations, but I don't know if they are in this generation. I think they would be, because obviously it's a normal type move, but... I mean, if on the off chance they are immune to Explosion in this generation, I think I just found one of the best training spots in the early game. Yeah, because all I would have to do is just send in a Pokemon I want to train, swap over the Duskull, and wait for Regice to blow itself up. And if Duskull is immune to Explosion, that's just free XP. So it's actually pretty solid, But anyways, that's going to do it for the first episode of this series. Thankfully, I'm not going to miss the first upload of this so I don't immediately lose. But yeah, I'll definitely have to do a bit of bulk recording over the weekend to obviously be ready for next Tuesday and Thursday because I do go back to work that week. So yeah, with that all said, thank you guys for watching. Hope you have enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.